The hips are an incredibly strong joint and at their best very mobile, but due to a lot of sitting or due to not habitually using the hips in a full range of motion, they can become quite stiff and uncomfortable and impact things like walking, running, and then even as well as that, other exercises that we all enjoy like lunges and squats and things like that. So these exercises are really good to start to warm up the hips and start to encourage movement throughout the hips in what we call a novel way, which is a non-threatening way, because we're not actually going to be putting full body weight through the hip joint when we move them. So therefore we can start to open up a greater range of motion without the hip guarding against us. So I'm going to show you how to do this. So fantastic for anyone with hip arthritis, or any other hip complaints like femoral tabular impingement. What we can do from here, the most important part to start off with is, yes, we want our knees to be apart, but we don't want our feet together. The feet have to be directly behind the knees. From here, straight position with our elbows, and it's important that we keep our spine straight or slightly extended. From here, you're going just to sit back towards the heels and back up. Sit back towards the heels and back up. Now when I do this, I'm actually trying to draw myself back towards the heels without rounding my back. So I want to keep my back straight. And we'll just keep this movement up for about 60 seconds. If you do have any difficulty doing it like this, then what you can do is just put your feet together and you should find that you can then sit back a lot easier because we're externally rotating the hips. If you want to make it a bit harder, then you just walk the knees in and keep the feet out, and now you'll notice that I can't go back as far because I'm doing the opposite of what I want my hips want me to do. But if I do this in a nice, comfortable way, no more than a 3 out of 10 level of pain, I can start to improve hip flexion. Now from here, we now want to improve hip abduction. So what you're going to do is keep your tummy button facing down. So you don't want to rotate when you do this. And I want you to imagine a dog peeing up a tree. So from here, tummy button down, you're just going to raise one leg up and back down. Make sure the foot doesn't drop in when you do this. Keep the foot behind the knee. It's going to go up to here and back down. Up to here and back down. And you might feel a bit of tension in the outside of the hip when you do this. After we've done that, we can then move on to hip extension. From here, once again, nice straight spine. And from this position, I'm just going to push my foot straight back. I don't want this. I don't want this, I don't want it to turn out. I want the knee facing down, knee straight to this position. Back to this position, point straight out. Back to this position, point straight out. Preferably pointing towards the ceiling, if I can, as long as I don't suffer from any hip pain whilst doing it, or any lower back pain whilst doing it. Give those a go. Maybe 60 seconds in each movement. Feel free to alternate left to right when doing the hip abduction, hip extension, so you're not overloading one hip. But once again, any problems at all, then all you need to do is book a free consultation online or face-to-face, and we will see as to how we can help you by hooking you up with one of our experts in pain exercise rehabilitation.